Hi, my name is Lindsay. I am an international board certified lactation consultant or IBCLC. I am a mom of two sets of twins, and I'm going to talk to you today about bringing in your milk supply for multiples who are in the NICU using a pump. So, our first set of twins were born at 30 weeks and 3 days. They spent 47 days in the NICU. The first thing I want to tell you is that you're likely going to hear the recommendation to pump every 3 hours for 15 to 20 minutes. That is the recommendation for a singleton. Our body has a little bit of a heads up that we had twins, but it doesn't automatically make that milk without the correct stimulation to match it. So we need that pump to mimic what two healthy full-term newborns would be demanding of our supply. So 10 to 12 times a day, that is the best practice to bring in milk for two babies. So you want to pump a bit more than they're likely going to be telling you to do at the NICU, even though your baby's volumes of eating are so tiny. I know they're getting 3 milliliters, 10 milliliters, for their first meals. We're not trying to match that number. Again, we're pretending that we have two full-term newborns. So great opportunity to fill that freezer up. But we want to get to about 55 to 60 ounces a day, and then we can coast from then on out. Number two is flange fitting. Make sure that you're using a flange that is a correct size. So you want to be either measured by an IBCLC, which I can do virtually, or you can look up the instructions and do it yourself from online. But you are likely going to have to buy inserts or correct flange sizes and bring them with you to the NICU when you pump there, and of course use them at home. If we pump long term in flange sizes that are too big, it can do damage and it can reduce the amount of output, which of course we don't want. Number three, I want you to keep track of how much milk you're making. So tally up at each session at the end of the day, and then be able to look back and see your totals. So using an app can be awesome for this. You can use a pen and paper if that's your thing. But it's a really good piece of information where we can see if your supply is taking off and it's just, you're making tons and tons of milk and the verge of an oversupply. We can taper things back a bit. If we are seeing it rise at a really predictable, healthy amount, then we know what we're doing is working. And then also, if it's not rising the way we want to see it, then we know we need to try something different. But it can definitely be motivating to see that number go up and kind of reward you for all that hard work that you're putting into pumping, because I totally get it. I know it's hard to keep that pumping schedule in the NICU, but if you can really invest this time in the first couple of weeks, it is going to set the stage for your future supply, which is so important. So follow me for more tips on lactation and multiples. I'm Lindsay Castiglione, IBCLC.